that? I'm from there. Who that? Who that? Who that? I'm from there. Who that? Who that? Who that? I'm from there. Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Lost some fake friends when they got me some more ends. I'm always real, cause I can never pretend. From that, who that, who that, who that, I'm from there, who that, who that, who that, I'm from there, who that, who that, who that, I'm from there, who that, who that, who that, who that, chasing my dreams, while I'm still serving them fiends. I'm a young king.
Royal Crown Spotlight in the building, you know, with Mr. Huey P, aka Mr. KID. You know, talk to the people.
Yes, sir. It's your boy, Mr. KID, Huey P, yours truly. You know, my girl T, man, we finna drop some jewels and gems on y'all today.
Facts. You
This
know,
is my first interview too, and I've been saving it. I said I gotta do it with the right person for the first one, so I think my dog is definitely legit.
So I get the exclusive, man. I get the exclusive. Y'all get the exclusive, man. So look, we're gonna start this off, you know. Man, tell the people a little bit about yourself, man. Where you from, for those who may not know you.
Yeah, most definitely. My name is Mr. KID Huey P. Yours truly, once again. I'm from Monroe, Louisiana originally. Moved to New Orleans a little bit, then I moved to Atlanta, and that's where I've been residing lately. Chasing the dream. I've been through a lot of shit. My mom and uncle got killed in front of me at 7. That's how my life started. Crazy like a movie. But despite that, I try to be positive, try to use it for motivation, try to help my people out, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing my thing for like 7 years with this music, telling the world my story, so that's pretty much a little quick summary about your boy here.
Alright, so born and raised in Monroe, Louisiana.
Yes, ma'am.
Relocated to New Orleans, Louisiana. Then shout out to the 8.
They had to go to that 504 and then come to that 404.
So out of those places, man, which location would you say like shaped your music the most?
Now that's actually a good question, because I think I'm gonna say New Orleans. And the only reason why I'm gonna say that is because at the time of my life, like when I first started rapping in Monroe and shit, I was dope, you know what I'm saying, just starting out, but I feel like, you know how it is when you're in a small town, I feel like I had to expand. So, you know what I'm saying, I was just always used to Monroe, you know how this shit is, 318, Texas, Louisiana, that's it, Mississippi, that looks. But I started expanding my way and just traveling the world more, but New Orleans really started that with me. When I went out there, I seen a little different lifestyle, I seen different accents, how people act, move, the city life, you know what I'm saying, so that shit helped mold me. I say it helped mold me into who I am today, and I got a lot of solid people, and that's one of my major fan bases actually. So, y'all rock with me. They even rock with me harder than back home, which is weird to me, but it's all good.
So how old were you when you moved to New Orleans?
I was in college actually.
Okay.
I was dating my ex. She was from the Ninth Ward. So,
Ninth Ward, huh?
we was together for a little minute, you know. So I used to be out there thugging with her and shit, my partner.
So you was going to school in New Orleans?
I was going to Natchitoches, but
okay.
Basically when I got with her, it was like, you already know how that shit. Monroe was just in the past. New Orleans breaks, New Orleans.
Gotcha.
Summer, New Orleans. Like people, it was so bad. Like people see me out there so much, they thought I was from New Orleans. I'm like, no,
New Orleans do that to you, man.
Monroe,
New Orleans do that to you, I swear. And it's crazy you said that because how we actually linked, well, for the second time, because we actually came across each other at Northwestern.
Yeah,
which I didn't realize.
That is crazy. Like when it was crazy, because I was looking at you, I'm like, hold up, man, I seen this girl before, and I was thinking about, I seen you on campus promoting for parties and shit when you was doing your music shit. So that shit crazy. It's crazy how small the world is.
Thanks. And then you know our bro Sean out in Denver. You know, special shout out to Sean. He was like, man, hey, I gotta link you with somebody, you know, my bro, Mr. KID. He out of New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think you from New Orleans.
Everybody, I swear, bro. That's why I gotta blow up. I gotta let the world know Monroe, Louisiana got some kind of talent.
Hey, and it's crazy though, because it's like, man, people outside of Louisiana,
they just always think New Orleans.
Yeah,
and I ain't gonna lie, that's one of my major motivations is just to let the world know, like, Louisiana is more than New Orleans.
Man, I
rock with New Orleans to the devil, but we come on, we all like that.
I'm at the point now where, hey, all right, yeah, New Orleans. You from New Orleans? Yeah, New Orleans.
It be like that because you get so tired of hearing that shit. Like, I was talking in the studio and shit. Yeah, and shout out my boy Mickey Facts. And it was funny because even with Mickey, he was like, I said, I'm from Monroe, Louisiana. He was like, yeah, I rock from New Orleans. And And I started laughing. I'm like, no, I'm from Monroe, but I got you, bro.
It's facts because when you tell them that, then when you try to explain where you from, you really have to go into detail. So like you know that's big man.
Mario might try to sneak us in here because he from New Orleans.
They be like, you know, I'll be like, hey, they be like, niggas, what is it, man? You know what Shreveport is? Yeah, I was an hour from Shreveport. Like, real talk.
That shit funny.
So, man, New Orleans, you was in New Orleans a long time, you know, back and forth.
Yeah,
have you linked with D1 yet?
You want to know what's crazy? I actually did. He came after I left Northwestern. I had an extra year of eligibility because I used to play football too. So I ended up going to Delta State, and he ended up doing the show out there. And that shit was crazy. He ended up doing the show, and I didn't even know about it till the day of type shit. And I was like, oh shit, do you want to come down here, bet? So I pulled up. And then me and him ended up chopping it up and shit. I got a picture on my phone somewhere.
Yeah, D1 dope, man. Like you remind me, you know, so much like this. Y'all have so much to say, you know, and that's what we need more of, honestly.
Yeah, most definitely.
Facts. So, you say you get more love in New Orleans than Monroe. What about in Atlanta? How's the support?
Atlanta, the support is kind of it's weird. Like I can have some shows that'll be packed out to the capacity, and then I can have some shows, you know what I'm saying, people might not even show up, but you know what I'm saying, Atlanta, I feel like you gotta really earn your stripes out here. So I've been putting in that work for years though, so
it's crazy you said that though, because man, a lot of people not even man enough or real enough to sit here and say that, you know, they'll stunt like, man, hey, everything I do.
Oh no, that's one thing about me, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I tell my fans all the time, shit, y'all broke, me too. And I'm broke, you feel me, but I don't really be broke, but I'm broke because I'm investing my money back into myself. You dig? To try to get myself on another playing field. So that's what I be saying. I'm broke. Like, so not really, but you know.
How old were you when you recorded your first track?
My first track I recorded, I was 17. It's funny. I just recorded my son's first track. He at 10, so he over here talking noise. He think he hard.
Like he did that, got you.
Like, he hard. He hard though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna put his song on my album. I'm gonna put his little single on my album.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope for me.
It's actually straight.
Yeah, he
really
spit them bars for me. He spit them bars for me. Man.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah. I told him he going to do it at the end of this interview too. Can't run from us, man. Hey, he actually nice, and like I told him, I can tell he pay attention in school because man, his vocabulary is great. It's immaculate, and that matters, you know. Facts. So yeah, you was talking about like, man, losing your mother and your auntie. You know, if it's something you don't want to discuss, that's fine. But man, like, how old were you when that happened?
I was 7 years old.
Well, your mother and your uncle.
Yeah, my mother. I knew what you meant though. But yeah, that happened to me when I was 7, which was crazy. And still to this day, the most dramatic experience I ever went through. Wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I fight that shit every day. But you know, like I said, I try to motivate people through my story, through my pain, my trials, tribulations, try to show the good side of it. Because we all go through crazy shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And life is real for everybody. No matter what you say, you can cap on the internet, you can act like everything is good every day of your life. You know, that ain't the real. But I'm trying to bring people back to the reality. Because I feel like we fell in love with fantasy too much.
Being that you experienced that, man, it's crazy because like I never really sat down with anybody that's personally experienced that. You know, we see this happen on the news all the time now, more and more. And I always wonder, like, you know, oh no, this one kind of hard to say, but like, do you feel like it was a blessing or a curse?
Oh, I'm glad you said that because you know that saying they say, be careful what you wish for, right? I was meditating one day and I asked God, like, why that had to happen to me? Because I always used to be like that. I used to get depressed and shit like that.
Right.
I'm a A and B student. I'm doing good in school. I'm cool with everybody. I'm a beast in all the sports. Like, why this shit had to happen to me? But I can see the good and the bad in the situation because, for like one, when my mama died, it made us have to move out the hood. But me being me, I still was going back to the hood because that's where all my, you know,
your friends.
Yeah, that's where everybody is. I ain't trying to be in this middle class, you feel me? But that kind of, I could see how that pushed me to, you know what I'm saying? If I would have still been in the hood, ain't no telling
where you would be.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like I had to just find some kind of good in the situation.
It's like situations like that, man. Like I don't know. I'm an overthinker. You know, and when I see stuff like that happen, and like, you know, it had been a situation recently, like a kid. I don't know if you seen it, where the 10-year-old girl had to play dead, where they killed her mama, her brother, her mama, her daddy, and her sister.
No, I ain't see that.
Yeah, this just happened recently. Trying to think of where it was. Was it in Atlanta? It was somewhere. It's been on news recently, but I brought that up because like when stuff like that happen, you know, and everybody be like, man, you know, it's a blessing that they didn't kill her, and I be wondering, like, is it really? Cause you experienced that, you know, and you live.
Like, one thing I can say to agree with what you saying, like, that shit don't go away at all. Like niggas be talking about they shooters and killers and all that shit, and man, look, once you go onto that side of the world, I'm telling you, don't listen to that bullshit, cause you gonna see that shit every day. The images ain't going nowhere. I still can smell the scents from that day.
Yeah.
And that happened when I was 7. I go through that shit every day. I be having nightmares. My girl, I'll fucking wake up sweating and crazy and shit. She like, you okay? You know what I'm saying? It be all type of shit. It's a lot of shit coming. But that's another reason why I chose to do music, because I knew it's the universal language. I can reach more people at the same time. I can tell the people the real about the shit. Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, I went and slid and rolled on their block. That sounds good. But you ain't thinking about the consequences of what's gonna happen with that. You might go to jail. You might get retaliated on.
Facts.
You done took somebody away from their kids. Their kids growing up with this anger. Now they hate you. Now you don't even know you got somebody plotting to kill you.
Right.
Like, it's, cause I done been there. You see what I'm saying? Like, it shit get deep, man. So that's why I try to do what I do. Try to bring something different to this game. Cause I feel like I said, we lost in the finish.
So what what do you do to cope with it? Like, what have you done all these years? Like, what has helped you?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, football. I used to like football because I used to be able to knock the shit out of people. Every time I'm feeling, and I played linebackers. Hey, look at I was supposed to be in that league. Y'all can look at my film, my highlights. You'll see what's happening. But I take all my frustration out of people. But then I really was hurting people out there though. Like,
right.
But they don't know that I got all this built up anger and pain inside of me and shit. So that was one. But then when they got took away from me, I used music, like my therapy. Like, okay, I used to feel like with the therapist, because they was trying to get me on medication and all that dumbass shit. You feel me? My grandma had to fight them on the whole case and went to court against them about, you know what I'm saying? Them kids is fine. They just been through some traumatic stuff. You ain't finna give them no antidepressants and mess up their brain for life. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a blessing.
Yeah, I'm happy she fought for that, for real, because ain't no telling what it could have did to my head on the play.
But yeah, so we're talking about the medication and stuff like that, and I'm glad you brought that up, because that's like one of the biggest things right now. Like, I fight against it, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom tried to put me on medicine when I was young. Of course, I was hyper, quote unquote, ADHD.
So sure.
I mean, really? My thing is, I'm worried of a child not acting, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, it's good that you had somebody in your life that cared enough about your well-being.
Yeah, they fought for sure.
And man, that's a blessing. Yeah, that's a blessing for real. So yeah, like, man, we speaking on this, and I don't want to go too deep into this. We're gonna stray away from the music, but man, it's a crazy topic, and it's like the words that you would give to somebody that's going through this, or that's been through this, or dealing with this, man. Like, what type of words would you give somebody that's been like a survivor of this?
Let me see. What would I say? Well, first I would say, it's not gonna change. Whatever happened has already happened. So I would say it's all about your perspective. You can take it and you can feed into the sadness and, like I said, you get depressed with it or whatever, or you could take it and use it to motivate you. Use it, like with my mom, I grind and shit. I think about her. If I'm tired, like when I used to be in football, I'm tired as hell. I be thinking, shit, my mama can't do shit no more. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going stupid hard. They like, how does nigga get a whole nother energy? You know what I'm saying?
Facts. But
it just depends on your perspective, how you look at it. That's what I say. Just try to be on a positive perspective. That's my main thing. If you can get that, if you can get over that obstacle, you'll be okay.
That's real. And you ever try like martial arts?
Yeah, I know how to do a little bit of Wing Chun.
Okay.
So yeah, don't run up on me.
That's like real therapeutic, you know, and it's a good way to get right. I
like it because it was helping my mental, but I ain't realize like it really was making my hands elite. I was like, oh shit. When I started playing with the little dolls and shit, I was like, okay, I like this shit.
Yeah, right. So yeah, man, look, this is a topic that we can definitely stay on because there's a lot going on with that. But man, I don't want to stray away from your music.
No, for sure,
man,
for sure.
You've been grinding. I've been watching you work for years. You a hell of a lyricist. What do you think is preventing you from getting to that next level?
Cause I'm one of them artists that go against the grain. I don't like doing what everybody do. I like being original. So no matter what everybody else doing, and y'all say what's popping, I don't give. I'm going the opposite way. Now y'all come follow me over here. You hear me? Cause I'm on some whole other shit than what all these people on. Now, music, I really fucked with Nip. Like, rest in peace, Nip. I really rocked with Nip, like, hard. Like, his whole mindset and how he moved. Like, to be honest, that's the way I move with a lot of my stuff. I used to, like I said, I used to watch him.
Study.
I used to study that nigga back then. Before everybody got on the Nip train and all that, I've been on Nip. You got anybody around me, I'm in Louisiana bumping Nip. They like, man, that shit alright. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, this nigga hard. You ain't hearing what he's saying.
Yeah, Louisiana stuck on that.
Yeah, like, but that's another reason why a lot of people don't rock with me like that, because they want me to be on some, murder, kill, right, young boy, all that shit.
So you brought up Nip, man. I don't know if you are familiar with the situation that just happened with like the quote unquote robber gang members defacing his mirrors in
LA. I saw that shit. I saw that video.
And one of the guys was murdered. And they thinking it's due to that. Like, when you see stuff like that happen, how you feel about that? What's your take on that?
Now, I'm really glad you said this. I'm gonna look straight in the camera at this one, cause I don't know what switched up in the world, but niggas is on some goofy shit right now. I'm just saying it like that. I never seen so many people this dead. Like, that's the most weirdest shit ever. Man. If you do that shit, you a goofy. I don't give a fuck who you is, like, straight up. Because for one, the person can't defend themselves, which is, that's the only, and half of y'all that do this shit wouldn't have said 2 words to that person if they was alive. That's the crazy part. And you know that. Y'all niggas need to look in the mirror at night and realize, would I really do that shit if that person was in my face? And 9 out of 10 times, a lot of y'all wouldn't, because y'all really not like that. That's why y'all do drive-bys. That's why y'all sneak up on people. Y'all don't tell a nigga meet up with me and let's shoot it out. Face to face. Y'all ain't, that's like the Western. If niggas was really on that, they'll be like, meet me at dawn at 12 o'clock, you hear me? And I'm be out there with my shit, you be with yours. Whoever shoot first win. Niggas ain't on that shit. Niggas on some trying to stalk your Instagram, see who you dealing with, see who you they on some weird goofy shit. I don't respect a lot of this shit.
To this point, what do you think got us to this point?
I mean, it's a whole, like, man, now that question, that can go down the rabbit hole.
That's the
I can talk about
question.
post-traumatic slave syndrome.
Yeah.
I can go to how the Ashkenazi Jews took over hip-hop. I can go a whole bunch of different angles with that shit, because it's infinite. It's so much stuff going, like, that played a role into this.
I be trying to, like, figure stuff out, because like, man, I'm in the Boosie and Webby era, and man, like, a lot of the same stuff, man, we grew up on that. We grew up on the violence. We grew up, but it's like with this generation, like with us. I'm not gonna say we don't have ignorant people that came out of our generation. I'm not gonna say that we have people that been going to jail since 6th grade, 5th grade. We had.
It was just I feel
but like now, like it's the trend now. Like when we hear, like we listen to the Boosie songs, man. Man, we on I Remember. We on My Brother's Keeper. Like those are the ones that stand out to us. Yeah, he had that eye. We in the club, we that eye. But it's like we knew reality. You know what I'm saying? We knew the consequences behind it. But it's like now, I think a lot of these kids, man,
they don't talk about the opposite end. That's what I was saying in the beginning. They only talk about, we gonna ride and slide. They don't talk about, you hit up a nigga, now he ain't got no.
But I'm not gonna say that though, cause it's crazy. They do. Like it's to the point now where I'm not gonna even say what rappers be, but like they naming all their partners they done lost. They naming how their mama's house is shot. They baby mama's house. Like they putting it out there, and it's like the kids are not even. These youngsters, they don't even comprehend the fact. It's like they really think they playing Grand Theft Auto. Exactly. Like they can reload.
I'm about to say it's the way that they present it, the message.
Yeah.
It's how they present it. That's what I'm saying. Like, cause we all you know what I'm saying? We all grow up crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's about how you present the message. You could tell a nigga, yeah, I'm from the hood. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I done did shit before. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on some other shit now. Niggas ain't trying to really do that. They feel like they just got to clout chase and do the same thing everybody else doing and follow the trend. Whatever's the quickest way to the money, that's where they going. And that's one thing about me. I don't give a fuck about money like that. I do, but I don't. Like, it don't run my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather build it, man. It's a lot of shit.
Alright, so like music, man. You have some new music coming out.
Yeah, I'm about to drop something probably tomorrow.
You want to surprise the people, or you want to let them know what we got coming?
Man, I'm a surprise, really.
Alright.
Cause the reason why I like the surprise is like, cause I like seeing who really fuck with me. For me.
Fact.
Cause a lot of times when I realize, especially when I had a lot of my main stuff going, I was telling people, yeah, man, I just DC Young Fly hit me up. I'm trying to get a kid, Jada. Oh yeah, now they doing over and beyond. A couple weeks ago, you just weren't even talking about it. You wouldn't even play my song. I sent it to your first on the phone.
Now they rock with you.
Man, that shit. That's why I ain't announce shit no more. I just do it, and then you know me. I just go put the work in, the action. You'll see the results later. I just go do that shit.
Okay, so I know you like doing everything different, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if you could pick any 3 artists, whatever genre, whatever caliber artist, what 3 artists would you do collabs with?
Now?
And why? Yeah, any 3. If you even have 3.
Now that's a funny situation, and with me being who I am and the marketing major in me, I would do a song with J. Cole, Drake. I would say it would be either a tie between Lil Wayne and Lil Baby. And the reason why I say that is because those 3 different total markets.
Yeah, facts.
That I know, like, if I nail that song with them, I know they will fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I know I can just take off. Like, those would be 3 people. But before that, I would have said Montana 300, Nipsey, and probably like, and Cole. Before that, you know what I'm saying? I would have said them. Because that was the 3 artists I really wanted to work with in the industry.
Producer-wise?
Producer? I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to hop on a Manny Fresh beat.
Ooh.
Ooh, I can
It's
see
right there. It's in your reach, man.
I can see me eat
It's
that.
in your reach.
Shout out my boy Hitman Audio. I actually was rocking with him, but before he popped off, it was crazy. Cause he made beats for like Young Boy, JD Young, a whole bunch of them and shit. But he was rocking with my shit before, like years before he blew up. He was like, bro, you got bars and he from Louisiana? That shit crazy. I'm fucking with you. Yep. So like, that's one person I definitely rock with. He hard. Shout out Hitman.
Damn, man, like we were speaking of school previously, and you graduated. Yeah. Right? You got your degree. Your degree in what? Communications, huh?
Business. Management and marketing.
Okay. Like what geared you towards that degree, that major?
Actually, I used to think about. I had a plan, right? I'm one of the people that always used to be I have a plan for every fucking thing.
Everything.
But then I started realizing, like, damn, life ain't fucking with my plan. You hear me? Like, everything I had planned, life is just doing the opposite of that shit. So I just had to adjust real quick. Like, god damn. But I tore my shoulder my freshman year in football at Northwestern. On a freak accident too. Ooh. Crazy shit.
I think that feel cursed, man.
Man, oh god, man, I'm talking about I tore my shit on some freak accident type shit. First time in my life I actually thought I couldn't, what if I didn't make it to the NFL? What could I see myself doing? Like, so that's how I ended up. Like, I like the poetry. I used to write poems and shit, like, and get in books and magazines. Yeah, that's why I used to do that shit. I used to love thinking outside the box to say different ways before some rap. I mean, it's crazy because I literally didn't even give a fuck about no rapping shit at all.
Facts.
But yeah, once I tore my shoulder, I was like, damn, what I see myself doing? And ironically, I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story as this story goes on. You remember the T-Pain app? Yeah. That they had on the iPhones when that shit first came out?
You talking about the T-Pain?
You know what I'm talking about? I know you know what I'm talking about. And you rap. I know you was on that bit.
Nah, I wasn't on it.
Yeah, you fuck with it? Oh shit, we was on that bit. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, but it's funny. Like, I think about it now. I actually I had a freestyle like 2 or 3 of them.
Let me find out you was on. Getting the robot effect.
You already know.
You was on the computer, love, huh?
That shit funny. But I was really rapping freestyling though, but it's crazy because I can remember we used to bump my freestyles before the football games on Friday night. Like niggas used to be really bumping that shit hard. And I laugh at it now, I'm like, damn, that shit crazy, because if you'd have told me back then, oh, you'd be a rapper, I'm like, nigga, hell no. Nigga, I'm going to the league.
Fact.
I'm a whole legend in Louisiana football. I got records, all type of shit. So I'm like,
life really wasn't meant
rap.
for playing, huh?
I'm like, man, I ain't no fucking rapper. Nigga, get out here. But it's funny now I think about it, damn, how his low key was already written in stone.
Facts. You know and that's what I've been telling the people later. Man, I'm so proud of where I am. Man, I don't know about nobody else, but I'm proud of myself, because it's
Facts.
when you look at it, real talk.
Especially people that know me, you know Sam.
we know our gifts, but sometimes our gift is not to be used the way we think it should be used. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
I definitely agree with that. For sure.
Yeah, lastly, man, before we go get out of here, I want to discuss, man, you have a son. And we know the state of this country right now.
Oh yeah.
How is it for you? You have a 10-year-old. Have you started those conversations with him yet? Man, what is it like to be a black boy in America, young black man in America?
Oh yeah. Well, you already know. I just found out about my son last year, so that's another conversation for the documentary. But as far as those conversations with him, he already know. You can ask him himself. I tell him all the time, I'm keeping 100 with you, good or bad, so you know what's real. I don't want you out here thinking some bullshit. You need to know what's really going on with me. Anything. I tell him all the time, if I'm on bullshit, call me up.
Facts.
And I'm gonna listen to you, cause I'm about self accountability. And I'm on some whole other shit than what I used to be. The old me used to run away from shit like that, but now I'm I look myself in the mirror and I face that shit no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Good and bad. So I teach him that, be a stand-up dude, stand on your word. You know what I'm saying? If you know your truth, don't let nobody, even me. If you know it's true, nigga, I told him, don't even let me get out of it. Beat me up if I'm trying to beat you out your truth. Real talk. Because you know it's real, you know what I'm saying? So I just try to give him that reality check to let him know, it is a system against us, so you have to move strategically. You can't just be out here reckless. And I want him to learn from my mistakes, so. But he's smart though. He gonna do his thing.
Last but not least, man, I like to ask all my guests. We all have an expiration date on this earth. When you leave this earth, what do you want your legacy to be?
I want people to say, every time that nigga talk, he made me think. That nigga made me reevaluate myself. This nigga made me channel shit. This nigga made me face shit I ain't even think about. Just listening to what he was saying, how real he was, how sincere. You could tell, there's no facade in nothing I do. You know what I'm saying? I try to, I try to be real and authentic as much as possible.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want my legacy to be like that. I made y'all think.
So yeah, man, any shout outs you want to give, whatever you want to do, the floor is yours.
Like I said, first of all, shout out to the Most High for allowing this meet. Two like-minded individuals combined, you know what I'm saying? I really rock with T, so I appreciate that. Shout out my son, shout out Shauna. Y'all make sure y'all support her on her case. If you don't, I'm gonna beat you up. We need all the support, like I said on the last post, we need all black men, we need y'all out here. You feel me? Our black women is hurting. And you got these motherfuckers trying to come after them, dog. They need us right now, so we gotta come together, man. Shout out to my family, friends, everybody came out tonight to support, and everybody that's been supporting me over the years. I really appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, because y'all don't have to do that shit, and I know it. You know what I'm saying? So.
We up.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna follow up.
You want me to spit some bars too? I spit some, I got some.
Alright.
Then you spit some.
I'm retired, man. I'm retired.
You actually went hard though.
You rolling?
Come on, Mario.
Alright,
You got some bars, Rio?
Hey.
Shauna got some bars?
First is first.
Me.
Hey, you gonna speak up? Let them know who you are. Introduce yourself and drop them bars for them, man.
Alright, my name is Josiah. I'm 10 years old. Just found out about my dad too. as you can tell, and such has been going on. I love him to death, and since I've met him, it's been so great.
Hey.
He changed my life and all, and I'm just thankful to have that. Alright, here you go. I'm gonna spit some bars for y'all real quick. Alright, here you go. It's your boy Jojo and I'm fresh up on the beat. I made it 609 from the streets, just like a drum. You can get beat, just like a car, been in the streets. It's your boy Joe, my daddy from the road. You know he a king, so another girl queen. You know the other rappers ain't like them. I'm a diamond in the rough, I pray from the gym. I'm a little shark, watch me swim. If they're in the water, I'll bite them. You a little fish, you better watch out. Don't come here, cause it's mine now. There you go.
Hey,
He got a
see what you coming behind it, like father, like son, man.
He got me nervous. I don't even want to spit no more. Alright, well, this verse pretty much describe me and everything we talked about too. Why the world sleeping on me, no permanent coma. I guess they lost their taste in real music, that Corona. The queen so bad, I wish I could Gucci Man clone her. Aroma of my marijuana, California. When your pocket's on Shrek, you get Princess Fiona. Ironically, the op into the room, then he's a goner. Spit about my real life, no fabricated personas. Bumping Tupac and the Outlaws, leading all the loners. This the higher me, a letter from my diary. Inspired thee, Christ consciousness on velocity. Philosophy, supreme being, deity. Don't believe in Socrates, hypocrisies. Say MCs can't fuck with me, they can't hang apostrophe. I'm a bang Apollo Creed, Junior punches running through you. Fold your Kama Sutra, no Oklahoma, but you know my time coming sooner. I'm just chilling with the Wolf Gang, howling at the Luna.
Ooh, okay, man. Hey, we're out.